What's good, fam, and welcome to today's quick Mish. Today we're going to be going over some numbers on our weight loss journey and just seeing what that looks like. Doing something a bit different other than going for a walk. Let's just break down my goals, what I'm looking to achieve, where I've come from, and answer some questions. So let's go. Question number one. What was my starting weight? How much did I weigh before I started my journey? So this one is a tough one. I jumped on the scales just before I started getting into it, and I weighed 136 kilos, which is the heaviest I've ever been. And one of the main reasons, obviously, why I needed to start this journey. The effects of being overweight. I was diagnosed as being pre-diabetic. Luckily, I pulled that back a bit. Also, sleep apnea, snoring, but not only snoring, but stopping breathing while you're snoring, which is extremely dangerous. The snoring's bad, So if I wanted to fly somewhere, go on a plane, I'm always worried that I'm going to fall asleep and snore and everyone's going to look at me, just that embarrassment factor. It's always on your mind. Plus, every time you talk about flying, every time you go on a flight, you're hoping, oh man, please, I hope they don't need the extension seatbelt thingy because I'm too big. Yeah, sleep apnea, snoring, bad skin. Like for some reason, when you're overweight, your skin just goes bad. So the bottom of my legs go a darker color for some reason. It's happened in the past, and it's still there now, and that hopefully will go away, as well as skin tags and all these other bad skin, like flaky skin and all this nasty stuff. It just happens when you're overweight. Your body is kind of rebelling against you and saying, hey man, you need to do something about it, or I'm gonna make you crusty forever. So I don't want to be crusty, bro. So I'm doing something about it, and this is what this weight loss journey is all about. Question number 2. What is my goal weight? So my goal weight for this entire journey is 92 kilos. So I need to lose 44 kilos to hit that mark. And that's a lot of weight to lose, but I'm determined to do it. I feel best around that weight. And for me, that is the ideal number to hit because I just feel healthier. I feel strong. I feel fit. And, that's the weight for me. 92 kg, 92, 94. That's my ideal weight. I need to hit that. I've done weight loss in the past, So I've lost over 30 kilos in the past. I'll chuck up some pictures so you guys can check it out. Over a 16-week period, pretty much, I lost over 30 kilos. I did that the old school way. I was at the gym, twice a day. I was running stairs and things like that, living on chicken breast, living on broccoli, and it works. It totally works, but it's not sustainable for me personally. Once you fall out of that pocket, once you fall out of the groove, it's over. It's very difficult to get back in. It's a very strict sort of lifestyle, and I want to find a way that allows you to still, live a good life and have a good balance within life, just by making smarter decisions, by being active. And that's the real goal for this journey, is to how do I, create sustainable weight loss or a good weight management by going out, getting active, not having to be trapped in a gym and eating boring food. I'm going to mix it up. So hopefully we can find that out on this journey, one of the main goals. So yeah, that's that question. That's it. Question number 3. How are you going to do it? That's a great question, and one that you've pretty much seen me start doing. So for me right now, I call this stage 1, where it's about building up base fitness and getting active, getting out and about, not necessarily sitting on a treadmill in a gym or a cross trainer or stair climber or whatever it may be. I want to actually get out in nature, check out waterfalls, this beautiful country of ours, and explore and get active that way. That's my goal. It could be horse riding, it could be swimming, biking, hiking, running, whatever it may be. Anything out there outside, doing something that I normally wouldn't do, pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. That is how I plan to do that part of my weight loss. So as everyone will tell you, weight loss is 80% diet, 20% fitness. I don't know if it's that much, but it's definitely, a huge factor, nutrition. We'll get to that. We will get to that. I'm looking for a very sort of balanced nutrition plan by just making healthier choices. I'm not trying to be real strict on myself in terms of macro breakdowns and micronutrients and that type of thing. I want something that is sustainable, something that's enjoyable, that allows me to still eat some good food. Not saying that healthy food isn't good, because there's plenty of good healthy food out there, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to have to count calories and pull out my calculator every time it's time to have a meal. I don't want to do that, but I need to find a way that it's sustainable and that we can, make it a part of our lifestyle. That is the goal. So that's what I'm doing in terms of how I'm going to lose my weight. We will progress from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3, which I will break down in future videos. But right now it's all about getting off my butt, getting out of the house, getting out of the studio, getting active out into nature. So that's the goal right now. Question number 4. How long will it take? Well, how long is a piece of string? It's basically gonna take however long it takes. It's just the process. It's something new. I'm not doing it the traditional way. I'm not doing a boot camp or a crash course or a 12-week diet or anything like that. No fads. So this is a lifestyle change. I need to find out what's sustainable for me. So it's going to take as long as it takes. In saying that, I am turning the big 4-5 on May the 1st this year, which is 4 months from now. And by that date, I want to try and be around 115 kilos, right? So for me, that's a short-term goal. I want to try and hit that, and that means I need to lose over 20 plus kilos to get there. I think I can do it. I'm pretty confident that I can do it. I'm going to keep active and keep eating well and making good food choices, and hopefully we get there. So follow the journey and you'll know if we do or if we don't, but I'm pretty confident we can do it. And that brings us to the final question number 5. Why YouTube? Why are you doing YouTube? And I answered it briefly in the first video, but I wanted to go into it. YouTube for me is one, about accountability. When it's just you on a journey by yourself, you kind of only got yourself to let down, or yourself to give up on, and that unfortunately is pretty easy to do sometimes. So by going on YouTube, by going on social media, telling my friends, telling my family that this is what I'm doing, expect a video every week, expect me to lose weight, expect this, and they're all giving me this amazing support. They're all out there sending me messages, and I really, really appreciate that. But what that does is it makes me accountable to them. So not only would I be letting myself down, I'd be letting them down as well, and I can't do that. And I knew that going in. This is why I've been usually very quiet on social, but I'm making a big noise about this because I want them to hold me accountable for what I'm saying and what I'm doing. And YouTube allows me to do that. I might spam you all the time with, hey, check out this video, watch this, it's going to be awesome, But that's just my way of including you in my journey and making you one of those people that I'm accountable to for achieving my goals. That's why YouTube. There's also a second part to YouTube. I'm a creative. That's what I do for a living. That's what I've done all my life. I need a creative outlet. So being able to tie my weight loss journey in with a creative endeavor, such as videography, a little bit of filmmaking, some cinematography, that makes it so much more interesting for me. It allows me to, express myself as well from a creative point of view. And for me, that really makes this journey worthwhile. The obvious benefits are there for the weight loss, but that creative aspect is also a big part of why I'm doing YouTube. So I'm used to being behind the camera, not in front of it. So I'm still getting used to it. You know, I'm not used to talking to a camera. I'm not used to holding cameras up. I'm terrible in front of cameras usually. So hopefully I'll get better as we go along. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, all that good stuff. And yeah, so I hope this journey is enjoyable to watch, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support as well. Yeah, and hopefully that answers that question. All right, fam, so that wraps it up for today's quick mish. Just something quick. I know people like numbers, you know. I'm not jumping on the scale regularly. I actually haven't jumped on the scale since the first time I jumped on it. But what I will do is I'll have a weigh-in every month. So at the end of Jan or beginning of Feb, I'll do another weigh-in, and I'll do that every month. I'll also do one on my birthday, May the 1st, because I'll try and hit that 115 kilo target. So yeah, I'll film all that stuff. If I miss it, if I don't miss weight, I'm still going to put it in there, because, you know, you got to celebrate your failures as well, because without failure, you can't know true success. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick mish. Thank you so much for watching to this point. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. If you didn't, then hey, it's all good. Not a problem. But I appreciate you watching regardless, and stay tuned. Friday, we've got an amazing video coming up. You guys need to check that one out. It was pretty full on, to be honest. Yeah, it was a tough one on the way back, you know. I had to stop, but check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. So get out there and get active.